この世まで見てる。タコビューティーもね、やれるよ。그죠? 네, 너무 시작해 봐라. Ja, nou dat is gewoon waar. Okay. So, 양만은 버려. 네, Good morning. Good morning. How are you? I'm well. How are you? Yes. Okay. Oh, you're not in the way where we can from the space. No, Yep. There are a couple shows. Someone's phone. There's mine. Yep. You don't want them? That's pretty good. Yes, sit down. Who's sitting there? You gotta sit down. I gotta sit down? Yeah, you have to. You have to be good to your chair. You're wishing. Yeah. Yes, it's blue. Really? Yeah, glued? Yeah. I'm trying to sit as little as possible. So you can leave, but I can't? Is that the deal? Yeah. Because then I can only I don't even know if I know this. Hey, do you remember that verse? It's the lineage verse of Ajudara is at the sky. He gets down to the rape of the rain. Madrupa is the grain. Weed gets against the grain. But I'm trying to remember how it goes. Sky into Europa. Clouds. Europa. Yeah, I guess that's it. Europa. The lightning. Marcus the thunder.
Did you see some of that?
Because I was trying to relate the story and I couldn't remember how we got there this morning. It's probably going to be like Rinpoche's middle range of teaching here, where we're rain continuously for 5 days.
You guys, you need to be really careful with the water. Showers.
Is that yours? Oh, is this one Sarah's? This one's Sarah's. Okay. Take a picture of Sarah's. Oh, you can undo it. Thank you. I can't ask you to do it. Only when you want to do it. Yeah. I got you. There you go. Why do that? Hey, Emma. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, look forward. This much. Absolutely. Everybody should have one blue. Blue. Sorry, it's an emergency. Generational shift. Right. One more time. We're going to YouTube forever. That enough?
Yeah, that's it.
But it works.
Yeah.
Very comfortable song.
Just people
Yeah,
need
they're
to
really
aisle
cozy.
too.
None of that.
Figure it out.
Yes.
Oh.
Go Canada. Yeah.
Where is that? Yeah, I know. All of us are so. I love it.
I love this.
Oh, yeah.
And centers is
Nice people.
Oh my gosh, well there you go. Your daughter's the bigger one is Sarah and then the other Sarah. Okay. Yes.
We might start playing hockey. And then Sarah didn't move back to
First generation Canadian, so I'm always a little bit clueless. Canada for me is such a head count because it's like the same but not the same.
That's right. Using the metric.
What you're going through right
So that was a joke. It was better eating to fight.
Yes, that's classic.
The other one is that in Montreal there are 2 seasons, winter and construction.
I say we have construction and construction.
Well, that's true. Winter does destroy things.
Shoot.
가천어기
나오잖아.
나만
알았어.
뭐 조셔
나오잖아.
Good morning everybody. Prayer book prayer book page 4 in Tibet and 5 in English. 1 Tibet choice English. No dollar don't beta no bore jebe torwa tam je para do jo ba je ba tam je zo je ma nam ga da nyam be sam je tam je ha da de dong ra dan je nyur do la na me ba nyanda barara zo be chan jo ren bo je to barara ja. Lord of harmony, or those who are subscribed to liberation of foremost. May all mother sentient beings equal to space have happiness and free from suffering, and quickly I can purchase us for perfect, complete enlightenment. All enemies who hate me, hundreds who harm me, all those who are attracted to the revelation and omniscience of foremost. May all mother sentient beings equal to space have happiness, free from suffering, and quickly attention purchase us for the perfect, complete enlightenment. Te che do sa ma je je barado lo nga ye zon ge wa la ko te je pardo lo nga ye zon ge wa la ko te re ne son de nye ma san ta sam je lo nga ye zon ge wa la ko. I put my body, speech, and mind to virtue under Buddhahood. I ever my body, speech, and mind to virtue under death. I ever my body, speech, and mind to virtue to today and unto tomorrow wisdom. Namgen tada nyambe samje dam chojo tu somje te ye ba tam je go son do yondan chela tam jin je mo wo chor choje pombo ton ra je je za yen yun
Bāk bē gēn dū tam gē jē ngā dā chēn chēn zā wā rā dāng jū bā rā jē bā rā dē lā mā tam bā nām lā jab sēn jē yē dām jīng gu rā jē lā tsō nām lā jab sēn jē sāng jē jōm dēn dē nām lā jab sēn jē tam bē chū nām lā jab sēn jē Bā bē gēn dū nām lā jab sēn jē bā wā kān chū chū shūng sūng mē tsō gēn dāng dēn bā nām lā jab sēn jē wō
Sentient beings equal to the end of space, take refuge in
the nature of all the body, speech, mind, qualities, and activities of those that run in the same direction at 3 times. The wellspring of 84,000 years of Dharma, the surrounding of the noble Sanghas, the glorious, the holy, and the lineage virtues. We take refuge in the prayers of only a kind of God. We take refuge in the holy Bhagavad. We take refuge in the holy Dharmas. We take refuge in the noble Sanghas. We take refuge in the handsome whereas darkness, Dharma protectors and guardians with wisdom are. We take refuge in the glorious of holy kind rooted in good. We take refuge in the Kusambela deities of Vedam Mandala. We take refuge in the Buddha Dharma. We take refuge in the holy Dharmas. We take refuge in the noble Sanghas. We take refuge in the assembly of whereas darkness, Dharma protectors and guardians with wisdom are. Chanchu Ningbo Cheje Bara Sanje Namla Jobsa Chotan Chanchu Samba Tsola Teyen Jobsa Cheda Nurje Terje Chanchu Tone Jeba Tang Chanchu Sembe La Bala Teda Ramshen Nevarada Tejin Dola Pendon de Chanchu Semne Jeje Shin Tejin Tene La Bala Rembra Shindu La Bara Till I reach the heart of awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha soul. In the Dharma and the Sangha or Bodhisattvas too, I take refuge. Just also God as the past, both birth and life awakening, and each and every training of the Bodhisattvas step by step will do well. Just so all the benefit of beings to bring the awakened mind. And each and every training does step by step, I train myself like so. Till I reach the heart of awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha soul. In the Dharma and the Sangha of the Bodhisattvas to do refuge. Just as God is a past, brought the mind of awakening, and each and every training of the Bodhisattvas step by step will do well. Just so for the benefit of being, I to bring the awakening, and each and every training does step by step I train myself like so. Sanje Chodan Zoje Chonam La Chancho Pardo Dane Japsa Chen Lage Chinso Jimbe Sonam Je Dola Benjire Sanje Do Parasho. The Buddha and Dharma is simply excellent. I take refuge and I come full awakened. By the merits of my deeds like generosity, may I achieve Buddha hold of benefit. In the Buddha, Dharma, and the symbol excellent, I take refuge till I come to a full awakening. By the merits of my deeds like generosity, may I achieve Buddha hold being benefit. Samjana Ma Namga Danyambe Samjan Damje Vadan Deve Jotan Dembara Chorje Domara Domara Je Jotan Dembara Chorje Domara Mebe Deva Deva Chorje Nyere Chatan Nidan Deve Danyola Deva Chorje. The sentient beings and those who spare happiness and the cause of happiness. May all the free of suffering and cause of suffering. May they not be separated from happiness and free of suffering. May they abide in equanimity, free of attachment and aversion to one another. May all mother sentient beings equal to space have happiness and the cause of happiness. May they be free of suffering and the cause of suffering. May they not separate from the happiness and free of suffering. May they abide equanimity, free of one attachment and aversion to near and far. Chanzara wadan chuje shabadan Yesu yeran kurhin zorwa ye Yewa chunze dage jezaba Tamje zobe chanchuk che mo. By prostrating, offering, and confessing thus, may I rejoice, urging, and supplicating too. May I let the virtue that I have amassed, all I dedicate for our weekend. Saye boje choje medordan Brera leje nyende jembande Sanje shala mede buvaye Drogun amda shingu jobajo. This ground rubbed with the ground water and filled sweat. Now drawing my marrow for land and by a sanamu. Singing that to the Buddha's fell, I offer it. May all beings experience ideally pure land. Oh, Radha Mandala Sabramega Sabha Saparana Samaye. Or you need to introducing something to tell something to you.
Maybe, Kempo, just to welcome people. I think people can hear without the.
Well, are the people on Zoom?
Oh, the people on Zoom. Okay.
So what happened to the? Oh, Dave's going.
Thank you. Yes, just wanted to briefly welcome people this morning and thank you, especially the people on Zoom who can now hear me with the microphone. We are especially honored to have Tritsab Rinpoche here this morning, giving empowerment and teachings. And, you know, most people don't know of us. We're just a small Dharma center in Rochester, New York. But have been exceptionally fortunate in the blessings that we've received from these great lamas. And this is a continuation of that. So we're very grateful that he can be here. And Khenpo Mon Lam, of course, is in residence here. And very happy that everyone could be here and wonderful that we can have this Sambala empowerment this morning. Thank you.
Samalo testile ngadutele tene mizarba kashi je yobinza Rinpoche zenam dortuchi ke nyesen shuna yabo yosare Samsung maji kasa mabo lev yoritina yancha go martana ya sarbatin zo sheko ya to kechen buyinza tsek dordu shuai.
Okay. So good morning and Tashi Delik. So I just wanted to say a little bit about Rinpoche's, just introduce Rinpoche a little bit. You know, everyone who was here yesterday heard this already, so really we don't need to repeat it, but there are some people who weren't here yesterday and it's important that they hear it as well, so.
Ta Rinpoche, Tritsab Rinpoche, nga tsum tigung ka yu kina lo la jamgon namni ke wo la ene ke che shu chek te Tritsab Rinpoche cha yu res. Kong Ko koma te tande chamgo namba ni ke mixi ki gege shen yong lob jong wang long menga ti tsama lo ya Rinpoche ko koma te ki tungye she ne inte kung ko ju ko wang lo cha sang ro par chamgo nam ni la zan ke lam na ri mbung ke lam na ri wote Tritsab Rinpoche kong cha de ten du za ne ane kong ya chamgo nam ni ke mixi ki gege yongzi sinye de chabares.
So, Tritsab Rinpoche is so our Drikung Kagyu lineage has two heads, the Drikung Kyamgun Chatsang Rinpoche and Drikung Kyamgun Chungsang Rinpoche. And so Tritsab Rinpoche's previous incarnation was the tutor responsible for the education and spiritual education of both of the current holinesses, His Holiness Chatsang Rinpoche and His Holiness Chungsang Rinpoche. So Tritsab Rinpoche's previous incarnation was responsible for giving both of them their the lineage of empowerments, oral transmissions, and pith instructions, as well as philosophical instructions and basic education and so forth. So that was his responsibility. That's what. So he, yeah. So in this way. Tritsab Rinpoche is like this, right in the line of succession, if that makes sense. He's right under their holinesses.
Tene, ene tande Rinpoche, konke ko kome ke yansi imba jamoro jik ngonzi nane, ne tanda Tritsab Jabra Rinpoche's, tsende ngome ke jango namni ke ta mixi ke yonzi yimbata ene tanda yansi ngonzi che ne ene chanchub leng la ya pecha jang almorela loson chuson chasang tone da tande chalia dembata samchen tonda kasa kal pepne samchen choshi wa menga tande zande yoris ene maobalia tande gunga ju na jango namni ke tatsab ngoma yatsab de ene Rinpoche res shanda suji ke Rinpoche na yi jik tsab chi tungke tanda yomares suji de mixi ke ta jamo Rinpoche ke tsab go tsab jar tsab namba ninja ke te Rinpoche cha yores.
So now in this lifetime, Rinpoche was recognized by, as the rebirth of the previous Tritsab Rinpoche, he was recognized by His Holiness Chatsang Rinpoche as the Tritsab Gyabra Rinpoche. And then, as a result, then was given, a special education and has studied Buddhist philosophy at Janchub Ling, and then completed the 3-year retreat and training and practice meditation in Almora Retreat Center in northern India, and since then has been working to benefit the Dharma and sentient beings. So Rinpoche is like Tritsab means like regent or representative. So he is the representative of His Holiness Chatsang Rinpoche. He is the one day, should it be necessary, will be the regent for Rinpoche, for His Holiness.
Hindu ta trenga do nima ni krena or wai lodes Rinpoche chibjo chane nima ni kren apchita zambala wang ene nyamle tata nyam dolia wang chi long chi tsu chamalo ngone kewa sambo shiwaji gres zawe ngana zu karina ta tren kewa sambo les labde ya luxus yortene yan tren ngone kewa sambo yimba ngone yimba ji hiego tiachimbo les.
So we're incredibly fortunate to have Rinpoche come to White Lotus for 2 days and give the empowerments and practice instructions, and also oral transmission for Achichuki Droma, and today for Dzambala. And so to have the empowerment and the oral transmission and then the practice instructions, this is incredibly fortunate. And of course, we're in the habit of saying this is just so fortunate. It's even more fortunate than general fortune. So we, there's like a, what do we call that? Fortune inflation. But but that's, today really is fortunate. So it's important that we recognize that.
Chedu inchiranso kewa sambo in Rinpoche tuje kati lamit che sentene yangchar jundo chons intanda wang bonzo shuaris.
So therefore, I'd like to remind all of you of your good fortune, and also thank Rinpoche from the bottom of my heart. And then now the empowerment will start.
Sorry, I forget here page number. Page number 12. Everybody got it? Samje namje samba tha loye che da che darava che jun tu mo te ba ye chuje kolo gordo so English. This is all first and being for their Trudeau Dharma Wheel as we recall. Break the small and common, that's I pray.
O jidar damba zamge ne lanam kene tuzoda laye chene damba ye teshin dage tuke o oma sarva dada gada abi kengade samaya shiri hong oma sarva 당봉한주 도마 트위치에 있어. 왕 어디다 망아도 캥거드네. 야 마싱에 용식을 했는데 인데 야왕 당보 동망아주 왕 슈디 소소기 트위든서 지구가 좀 전에 가서나 아랑저기 류의 장마수고 그랬어. 당 장마수잖아 안 되네. 왕슈나 아니 이담 하데. Yeah,
so we're going to, this is the purification, and probably most of you know this, but there could be a few that don't, so just to explain it for them. So at the start of the empowerment, we have to do purification, and the reason for this is to cleanse our body, so that then we can take the empowerment, having purified our body.
Omo benzer sado samaya mano balaya benzer sado dina dikja dido me bawa sudo kaya me bawa sudo kaya anora do me bawa sawa sede me baya sawa gama suzana sedam shriya guru ha ha ho bhagavane savada dagada benzerama benzeram bhava ma samaya sado benzer sado samaya mano balaya benzer sado tija dida me bhava sudo kaya me bhava sudo kaya me bhava anurado me bhava sawa siddhi me bhaya sawa gama suzana sedam shriya guru hom ha ha ho bhagavane Mami munje benjere bawa mahasamaya sadhu om benjere sadhu samaya palaya benjere sadhu dino ba tishta dido me bawa sadhu gaya me bawa subha gaya me bawa narado me bawa sawa siddhi me braya sawa gama suzane siddham shri Zawada da gada benzere mami munze benzere bawa mahasamaya sadhu om benzere sadhu mano balaya benzere sadhu dino ba dishta dido me bawa sadhu gaya me bawa sadhu gaya me Anorado me bawa sawa siddhi me praya sawa gama suzame siddham shri guru hum ha Bhagavane Savada Dagada Benzere Mami Benzere Bhava Mahasamaya Om Benzere Sadhu Samaya Mano Balaya Benzere Sadhu Dinobha Tishta Didame Sudhakaya Me Bhava Subhakaya Me Bhava Anorado Me Sarva Siddhi Me Prayaja Sarva Karma Suzame Siddham Shriya Guru Hom Ha Bhagavana Savada Dagada Benzere Bhava Mahasamaya Sadhu Om Benzere Sadhu Samaya Manu Benzere Sadhu Dinobha Dita Dita Me Bhava Sudhakaya Me Bhava Subhakaya Me Bhava Anuradha Me Bhava Sarva Siddhi Me Prayaja Sarva Karma Suzame Siddham Shriya Guru Aho Bhagavane Savada Dagada Benzere Bhava Mahasamaya Sadhu Om Benzere Sadhu Samaya Manu Balaya Benzere Sadhu Dinobha Tishta Dita Me Bhava Subhakaya Me Bhava Anuradha Me Bhava Sarva Siddhi Me Prayaja Sarva Karma Suzame Siddham Shriya Guru Hum Ha Bhagavana Sarva Mami Munje Benzere Bhava Mahasamaya Sadhu Om Benzere Sadhu Mano Balaya Benzere Sadhu Dinobha Tishta Dita Me Bhava Subhakaya Me Bhava Anuradha Me Bhava Sarva Siddhi Me Prayaja Sarva Siddham Shriya Guru Hum Ha Bhagavana Sarva Gada Benzere Mami Munje Benzere Bhava Sadhu Om Benzere Sadhu Samaya Manu Balaya Benzere Sadhu Me Bhava Subhakaya Me Bhava Anuradha Me Bhava Sarva Siddhi Me Prayaja Sarva Karma Suzame Siddham Shriya Guru Hum Ha Bhagavane Savada Dagada Benzere Bhava Mahasamaya Sadhu Om Abhi Ganda Dagirda Hum Be Om Subhava Shuddho Sarva Dharma Subhava Shuddho Dongpe Nganle Omle Jungwe Rinpoche Nue Yangshe Gyacheve Nando Om Ahong Shuwa Le Jungwe Tolma Tangche Toba Meba Saba Dewa Kebar Jege Nibe Namge Tada Nyamba Omaga Sarva Dhamena Adhyani Mena Dede Oma Ahong Peso Ha Omaga Sarva Dhamena Adhyani Mena Dede Oma Ahong Peso Omaga Sarva Dhamena Adhyani Mena Dede Oma Ahong Peso Namya Sarva Dada Gada Avalo Gide Oma Sambara Oma Namya Gada Avalo Gide Oma Sambara Oma Namya Sarva Dada Avalo Gide Oma Sambara Jom Dende Tishin Shiba Rinje Mala Chazelo Tishin Shiba Songje Damba La Chazelo Tishin Shiba Kunjam Le La Chazelo Tishin Shiba Jiba Tamje Da Yongso Dewa La La Chad Jom Dende Tishin Shiba Rinje Mala Chazelo Tishin Shiba Songje Damba La Chazelo Tishin Shiba Kunjam Le La Chad Tishin shikpa chikpa tamche da yungsa dewa la la cha zelo chom dende tishin shikpa rinche mang la cha zelo tishin shikpa sungze dangpa la cha zelo tishin shikpa kuncham le la cha zelo tishin shikpa chikpa tamche da yungsa dewa la la cha zelo. Kanshe zemo jiwa ye jingpo namda sha sa da simpo sha jen sa wa simshe namba na zo da simshe gewa so ne te da de la da ma ne sa wa sha sha la bo da de jen de wa mang bo Shiba di ye go ja la nembe samba ja wa da simshe nam la nembe sime tirin chin she ge pa ge tene Tujia yanda damla sambaja jumbo kala seba bambaja gelong gejo de ramza Senja meje kanya me sobe solo kunjam de tangye lula kalong Shenla neba maje je om chenpyo chungwa kanda ge lula ngamba neje Nede nyewa suje la jenge rangi sawa buddha ge Zahpa musamba ne samba ne wangdam ge me ge Om Gyam Bhagyan Mano Om Bhagavati Bhyaran Jaya Om Sumbana Sumbana Om Gyam Bhagyan Om Bhagyan Bhagyan Mano Om Bhagavati Bhyaran Jaya Om Good morning. Antiringi the wang di zambala serbo tiki wang res the pagi pumbagang la yu kubar dire zambala serbo che an pejanang le dua long zambala serbo tiki wang res dinde indu tachidang aranzo wang shube kabla ke chesho di chidang wang yinere aranzo ki chö nyamlen chigi yinere chö pecha jangi yinere kadu yineya thongmarungune gewegi kulong sangboji yang takbaji goya pekhe chimbares gewegi kulong sadengune aranzo ta tikba chimbogi kangsa hindu kadu yineya ngune semge kya chimbo 아니 소소랑이 찍고 개변당 딱 팬도치도 많이 봐 남가더니 메신저 탐지기 동해라 사무당네 문에 아니 잠발하게 왕지 쉬니 아섬제 망보질라 팬선배 dinde기 삼방운에 장주 선도 된바 근데 주나 안운에 알아서 왕지 쉬바이네 팬신 보여랬어 근데 인디운에 장주 샘생의 사무당나 빼 띵사보 쉬우저랬어네 가서나 din나랑 알아서기 삼로 땅뒤 빼나 그런 건바잠기 빼 팬신 분도 하나서나 이 대갑랑 알아서기 삼로 나라 녀모 맞지 용거 말했으나 도자래 셰다래 가지 타도 라서 미디 근데 이게 삼로는 된토나 안 드링아 왕데 쉬바이나 하나 찍고 많이 봐 가져오게 심지 아니 잠불링 나온다 사무다나 밈다 빼나 잡아라왕다 인터도 이 쉬바이나 오늘 미 직다 벤조다 대가나시 이 미교다 들이 강에 망보여라 된절에 펜도 친구도 소소랑이 이네야 롱조야 보여요 근데 용거랬어
So today the empowerment is for yellow Zambala. And so there's the images on the vase, which is on the shrine, and then it's also on the front of the text. So hopefully you can see it. So we want to start while we are receiving an empowerment, any empowerment, it's very important to start with pure motivation. And this goes for any activity that we're doing. We're practicing the Dharma, we are studying the Dharma, whatever virtuous deed we are involved with, it is important to start with a pure, wholesome, good motivation. And this is particularly important because we are individuals who follow the Mahayana, the great vehicle. So we always want to have this intention to be doing virtue, and to have this expansive, altruistic motivation in whatever activity we're engaged in, that we are doing it not just for our own personal benefit, our own personal profit, but rather we're doing it thinking about the suffering of all sentient beings who are equal to space. That we're thinking about, so when we receive the Zambala empowerment, you're thinking, may I benefit all sentient beings equal to space, and that really stabilizes your bodhicitta. So if you can kind of establish this bodhicitta mindset while you are receiving the empowerment, it brings really great benefits, because bodhicitta is extremely profound when you think about it. Just even thinking about it brings great benefits, because, for instance, when you recall bodhicitta, then immediately you don't have afflictive emotions in your mind stream. So, for example, desire, hatred, arrogance, jealousy, and so forth, all of those won't arise while you are thinking about bodhicitta. And so if you can receive the empowerment without afflictive emotions in your mind stream, that is incredibly beneficial. Instead of thinking about yourself, you're thinking about all sentient beings filling space, that, all sentient beings in the entire universe. So today, as you receive the Zambala empowerment, we are thinking, may I receive this empowerment not just to benefit myself, but to benefit all sentient beings who are having some kind of hardship, material hardship, and facing lack of what they need, and their poverty and all kinds of difficulties around material wealth. May they, there are cases where through the practice of Zambala, people have gained wealth, have gained what they needed. So.
Tende yundu Zambala wangda budi mune nge sambudu tat tengsang tujo la di wangdi kena zo shu an nyamne dinde suzo cheto bayana pe pendo chimbo yungo sare. Kaya sana tat tengsang Zambuling di tat lo khashi chinso wala COVID leni Zambuling na kange mangbo jiyore ani chonggi kange ine benjo kange mangbo Zambuling kawa khasa le yorda. 내가 지금 등산 학보도 샤샤나 잠불린 유그랜도나 마드즈 총 미망볼인지 강바메와 안 베라샤나 랍다든지 또 맹가든지 또 이제 미망보 강한테고 근데가 등 하나 저 근데 semke yakboji kene andi nyamlen di cheto wa na daga na sing da zambulin na bena South Africa da samudana mi mangboji khalasa me de kange do lo azungune de nyamlen suzo da ba cheto wa na ani mune konjole pento suzo rangi le mune zambala khorangi ya chelabgi suzo ngudu bin zungune yungu do lo ko de yungu res
And I think that if you could practice Zambala, particularly in this moment, that we are in, the current circumstances that the world is facing, that if we could practice Zambala regularly, it would be really beneficial. The last few years, really starting with the pandemic, the world has faced a series of hardships all over the world. And there is in particular now economic hardships in many parts of the world and many different kinds of hardships. But definitely there's businesses have been facing commerce and economic hardships, and then on top of that, there is war in Ukraine where people are homeless. People's schools have been destroyed. Their hospitals have been destroyed. They're facing that kind of hardship. So if we could practice Zambala with that kind of altruistic intention to benefit beings in those kinds of circumstances, also in Southern Africa, there are many, many people without food, without food to eat. So again, if we could practice Zambala, and, we might be able to benefit these beings who are facing these various hardships around the globe. So not just yourself, but, practicing Zambala for the benefit of the entire world, of all sentient beings. You can really, you yourself can end up receiving the blessings and the siddhis, the attainments of Zambala practice. We can see these.
And then the Chidang Sangha choosing the Tacha the red in here. So long the Sangha Chu Yamli Che, the Wang Xue, and so Kewa Mamboji Chomasana, the Te Yung Mandalo. Taring around the Ye Kiranza Wang Pu, Kiranza Wang Xu, and other Yamli Che, the Kochong, the Wongi, Muneso Sosa, the Pia Mamboji, Kiwa Mambola. The Delta in the Chores. Temado Pa some Jachambu, Stang things about the Tangwana, Pena Zambulina, Church again Hazuyore, Church Machine Hazuyore. Tena Nemunes Sanga Dojetic Church again. Sanga Dojetic Church doing as Susurani, Haji to Bora Pena. Telling the boy night, Zambala Wang the shoe, you dump the dupe. The Dubdugi, the Digi Yamlensing a pair as a Zambulina. Comboyores. They didn't want to crown someone wongi when the Suzuki lay about them, Molam Mangojel Tenegi, then they also Yamleche, the one she covered out the Suzuki Gawagam Gores. When they kill somebody, also has to do the day, Dutch Zambulina Mune, Takishuba, Church, Cheganani, young double church again, Yamleching, Nimo Kaman, the Daltons. In the big go shows can some check one of the shoe, Yamlin the Nanchi long.
Then in particular, in secret mantra, secret mantra teachings are incredibly precious. And so to have the opportunity to practice the secret mantra and to receive an empowerment to practice secret mantra is a sign of incredible good fortune, that you have accumulated many, many accumulations of merit over the course of aeons, over the course of kalpas. Otherwise, you won't even encounter the secret mantra. Without that kind of merit stored up, you won't even encounter the secret mantra. So today, when I have this opportunity to offer the empowerment to you, you have the opportunity to receive it and then practice it. This opportunity is the result of aeons of accumulation of merit and purification of obscurations and misdeeds. So when you think about it, this is incredibly vast and incredibly profound. And look around the world. How many people have the Dharma? How many people know about the Dharma? And how many people don't? Compare those numbers. And of those who know the Dharma, how many have met the Vajrayana, the Vajra vehicle? In Vajrayana, we are able to accomplish ourselves as the deity. So for example, today you're going to receive the Zambala empowerment, and then you are going to practice, you can accomplish yourself as Zambala, the deity Zambala. So this is something that when we look around the world is incredibly rare to see this opportunity. And so this is really something that is the result of karma and many, many positive aspirations over a long period of time. So I'm so happy to see all of you here wanting to practice, committed to practicing and wanting to receive the empowerment. That is really your great good fortune. And again, let's look at the world and who knows the Dharma, and those who know the Dharma who have met really authentic or have an authentic understanding of the Dharma. And then how many of those are actually practicing it? They are like stars in the daytime. So it's a great good fortune that you want to receive this empowerment and then practice.
Nyamle lang at bena wang shu long che suzuki di nyamle chiwayana. Nyamle lang nima chilta taado kha tuya yamares. Mutuni suzuki chedana une khora zambala ki chilaptunzo shuk. Suzuki ne une chik idam zambala cha. Tegi juni une dowa simji mangbojila. Une tendegi pen totugo res.
So when we talk about practice too, you receive the empowerment, then you receive the oral transmission, and then you go and practice. But you don't get like a sign of accomplishment in one day, like something special doesn't happen on the first day. It comes through continuing it over a period of time. Then you start to see the blessings of Zambala. You start to receive the blessings of Zambala. You yourself eventually become the Yidam deity Zambala. And so, at that point, then you are able to bring vast benefit to sentient beings. So it comes over time.
Dindashi ange dinamada Zambala ki loju di nge shugins. Dindashi indu tadi loju inda doa long Zambala jesu nangwa tes la di ngo ni ani sangye tamjegi la ngo zo di khasana sangye tamjegi da jimbe parudo jimba tangi ro dindashi laji res rangsu yinlas 아니 다 개바 망봉이네스 아니 다 들으시 로주 좀 전에 단다 샤저 도바 코라이로 좀 전에 코라이네 다 개바 망보 되지라 코라베 교보체 유보체 미자 유보이나 개도 알아 통체 아니 다 들으시 혼주 미자한테야 신 두겐데 여러 마 야갈 근데 미자에는 게 아니 공기다 니 냠레낭도 하노 잠발라 냠레낭네 대두베 안 공베 제보 차레스 제보 주르스 아니 제보 차네 대제 아니 롱주베 빠도메 바 중네 안 공기 짐바도 자치 못당네 사탕보 토브레스 사탕보 랍도 가와로 하노 데 토브레스 안 대신 상계 탐제장 대대가나지 제수야 상계 망보 중으로 하노 좀 바꿔라 안 다는데 냠렌자냐 난 짐바진자 당내게 사탕보인데 톱되게 된자레스 사탕보 톱안 톱아마지 안 상계 바진자레스 아니 더 잠발라티안 상계 탐제기 얍장인스 로알로 안 템바델라스 상계 템바델라스 제보 남투 남망투라라 남투세 라 푸동 예베 푸망보 푸동다 직소레스 Tenani shodo jubade Zambala Konares. No, this.
So, and now to give you some on the history of Zambala. So he is the essence of all the Buddhas. The kind of essence of Zambala is the same as that of all Buddhas. So all deities share the same essence. But it's said that many aeons ago, the Buddha Shakyamuni, in a previous lifetime, so before he had become enlightened, he was born in a very poor family, and they were like woodcutters and wood collectors in India. They collected kindling, maybe. This poor man practiced Zambala and ended up becoming king. So as a king, then he gave his wealth away extensively. He gave vast amounts of wealth in charity and generosity to other beings. And as a result of that, he attained the first bhumi called the perfect joy. Yeah, pramudita, or perfect joy. And so many other Buddhas followed his example, and before they were Buddhas, practiced Zambala, and through the practice of Zambala and through the practice of generosity, particularly generosity, reached the first bhumi. And then from there continued until they reached enlightenment. So because all of these Buddhas have reached enlightenment through the practice of Zambala, he is called the father of all the Buddhas. And then regarding the teaching on Zambala, it's said that he is the supreme son of the 1,000 sons of the king Vishrava. So he's Vaishravana. Vaishravana is the son of Vishrava, I believe.
Ani jomdindegi kazebas gewe zawa masabe suzu gune gewa topchimbudre khaya samena ani Zambala gi chen ya tüpe khagores tügü mares mingzamya tüba mijurs semje khangi di ningbo zam da di be nyamlen chebayna so khang ningbo zimbayang da nyamlen nawayna ani be chirmi dobasa da ma yungu mares la ani ngendol kege mares yo ni sonson kege mares 통화 zamki ani be jam mazo bena di Zambalagi kudunzu jewa zamgis ralo ani sosol ne yungu mares ne mishonshins ani uwatang ta gyogodang tega nashing ani yimi dewa ani lula nazar ralo sungu tamji mewaso peyon tayeba sungyores didi be Zambalagi une kina ku jewa ta tongwa diri khari ini china ani suzula ne nazamayon kibu yungdalo dingures di ani chagyu nurbu rigin beslang ta didik salong shen lamme dorje go gi juso jutada ne she dubjang mangdo yudes zamse chujin de la tundus Zambala serbore long di simje tamje sambayon ro Zambala di une dubayna simje tamje gi sosogi de godogi tamje dubdugres long 롱주 윤호 편좀 줘봐. 나 대봐 요구레스. 인터레스 로유.
And so, so the Buddha taught that if you have not, for those who have not accumulated merit, will not even be able to hear his name, the name of Zambala. And so and then whatever sentient being upholds his practices Zambala, will reach the bhumi from which you do not regress. So there's this point where the point of no return, the point where you will not fall back into the lower realms, and also you will not be born in the lower realms. And then it says, it's taught that just by seeing an image of Zambala, that person will not fall sick. Illness will not arise for that person just by seeing his image, and any kind of poverty and material lack or mental unhappiness, physical problems or sickness, all of those will be cleared away. And in general, there are limitless benefits that come from the practice of Jambala. Again, just by seeing an image of Zambala, it can remove sicknesses and sufferings and bring about happiness and well-being. And then, so this, it said he is explained to be a member of the jewel family. In the Kriya Tantra, it says he's a member of the jewel family, and the main form of Jambala, the empowerment today, is for yellow Zambala. And through his practice, you can accomplish all of the needs of sentient beings. You can bring about whatever it is that sentient beings need or want, and bring about a really vast amount of material wealth.
Last week, break chair. Come on, choose.
Okay, so we'll take a 10-minute break. I don't have my.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't have a clock near me, but 10 minutes. I just
10 minutes.
Come back in 10 minutes.
Okay.
Okay. 11:10. So I'm going to turn off with my pen. I carefully chose the one.
Get young again.
I wish I hadn't heard this. So you don't know where my pen is?
We can share our.
Does this need to, yeah, we need to.
Oh, and you just made me day by day. That's great. Oh man.
This way, but we need to. Is the tape still there, John? Because I taped that down so nobody tripped over it. It's gone. Gone. All right.
We just say good.
Did you see it?
I don't know if there's a rap with you guys, but last night I was overwhelmed with joy for my lovely friends. I was like, oh, I wish my wife was like I know. Oh, but anyway, I said like last night, I just get that way, get all fluffed and nice. I think I wasn't. I said, your defecation in the center is awesome.
I'm bringing it at 3:30 in the morning, like, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, there we go.
I don't know why.
Yeah, no, seriously, yeah, pretty much every day. Yeah, it's amazing. Well, I do swipe. Yeah, I swipe. But I just can't see it. Thank you, Mike. I needed that. That's an amazing life. Yeah. Screw around. I don't give you street credit like any concert I went to.
Got a bigger one.
Then it said I was going to melt last day. Oh, thank you. Oh, yeah.
Dude, it could only be wrong.
Thanks. You're so awesome. Wow. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. They just wanted me to come relax. They just wanted me to come here and relax for the day. Thank you. I don't know. Actually eating less. Thank you. How was your dinner last night? Oh, your mom will come out first. Yeah, it's
all depends. You raise my. Powerful people.
Yeah, it's nice. Very cool.
Yes,
Yeah.
Brother. You
Yeah.
last. You go last.
You don't have.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was on my table this morning, and then Emma had it, and I took it, and now it's gone. I did many times.
Yeah, will be mysterious area all the time. I know that.
Are you going to be missing Mason?
I know that.
I quit that.
And Campbell gave me this one.
It doesn't work.
Look,
Yeah.
when you write, it's
Look around out there.
Oh, man. So now it would be, because I know.
no, I looked at it.
Very, very cool. So
So anyway, I don't know what happened. Anyway, it's okay.
Chadwi.
Yeah. Yeah, there are a lot of different colors. I don't know that much, but the yellow one is the most common one. But like we do that summoning of Rinpoche.
Yeah.
That's white sambala.
Oh, okay. So it's different. They're all different.
Well, they're the same in like I said.
Because
It's like yesterday, Atya's Tara and Vajravarahi and Vajrayogini and Samantabhadri. They're all the same and they're all different.
Okay, I was just curious, like.
Kind of like us.
Yeah, I guess so. Thank you.
I don't know the exact origin story, but you would say, well, this is what I've been using. Oh, this is Grandpa's pen that I've been using. So what, the girls took another pen? Oh, no, sorry. I have Or give that one to Grandpa. Go. Yeah, 'cause he gave me his pen. Yeah, I don't know the. I don't know the origin stories, but you know,
But it's just like
it's
yellow
the
tar and green tar and like
yeah,
different
yeah,
colors.
yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, I think it's Tara showing you different forms. You know, it's like
That's fun.
yeah, like today mom's grumpy and today mom's in a good mood.
Peaceful, peaceful. Okay.
I was struggling
Yeah,
this morning, but
I couldn't draw the correlation.
No, I know it. I know it's confusing. Yeah.
Well, I'm working on it. I would say mostly most of my prosperity. Yeah, I would say if you've done everything different than I would, you'd be very rich. My wife. Yeah. And it was much better when I
doing there? Looks like yellow is on hollow.
Oh, yeah.
Just happened to have a recycle here.
See, that's the one scene.
Yeah. Thank you. I get the daily stuff.
Yeah.
The one in the sport.
Thank you. All right, I will. Thank you. Sorry, I'm doing it. Yeah, you have to say your breast off.
I am.
Interesting how this guy is.
Oh no! Oh, don't do that. Oh, okay.
Maggie and the kids dressed so cute. You came all so cute. I love their little
Well, most of it is on their own request at this point. Fancy. Oh yeah, we had a almost tantrum because she wanted to wear her butterfly dress, but the butterfly dress is Sarah's dress. It's way too big for her.
Antri diwang di dires lao zambala ye kusung to ki jena lao andin jelan kirang zo ngenyam do jendo she lao
So today the empowerment is technically called like an authorization rite. It's, for the enlightened body, enlightened speech, and enlightened mind of Zambala. So in order to request that the empowerment be granted, that this authorization right be granted, then please repeat after Rinpoche the request for that.
딜도 조도 공개시 풍부지 세베콜로 남정과 드링시베 진진키 조고 달거나 드링기 왕구레디 낭로치스 조도 노질로보 낭로치스
So what we are reciting is the gist of it is Vajra Master, please give the empowerment.
공개이시 풍부진 세베콜로 남정과 드링시베 린진키 조달라 가딘즈 조달라 가딘즈 조달라 가딘즈
Embodiment of omniscient wisdom, who utterly purifies the wheel of existence through your kindness, please grant me the principal deity. I'm sorry. Please grant me Zambala. You are setting forth today. Embodiment of omniscient wisdom, who utterly purifies the wheel of existence through your kindness. Please grant me the Zambala you are setting forth today.
제대로 쏘았답네스 아니 dwingi 베나 잠발라 하조당 대통단이 수소장이 아니 잡수조에 안 수소장이 딕바 탐제 샤에 로알 아니 수소 기와당 신기 기와 제소이랑 왔당 안 수소장이 장주주도 샘게 아니 개회자와 탐제 장주 동호에 딩아 남다디 진대셰이스.
So now think that in front of you is Zambala, and then in his presence, in front of him, you are going to perform the fivefold purity. So first, you yourself take refuge, and then you purify, confess wrong deeds, and then you rejoice in the virtuous deeds of yourself and others. And then you give rise to the mind of enlightenment, and then you dedicate virtues towards enlightenment.
Kunjo sumla
Dagyabchi Digba Mige Sosorsha
Dowe Gela Jeyirang Sangye Chanchup Yigisung Sangye Chodang Sojola Chanchu Badu Dagyabchi Rangshin Tuni Rabdrupchi Chanchu Semni Kebarki Chanchu Chogi Semni Kekini Semjin Tamje Dagi Dondonyere Chanchu Jojo Yiwon Chebarki Dola Penje Sangye Dubarsho Dola Penje Sangye Dubarsho Dola Penje Sangye Dubarsho.
I take refuge in the three jewels. I confess all misdeeds and non-virtues. I rejoice in the virtues of all beings and hold the awakening of the Buddha in mind. Until attaining awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. In order to fully accomplish the purpose of others and myself, I give rise to bodhicitta. Having given rise to the mind of supreme awakening, I welcome all sentient beings. I will engage in the supreme bodhisattva conduct that is pleasing to all. May I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. I take refuge in the three jewels. I confess all misdeeds and non-virtues. I rejoice in the virtues of all beings and hold the awakening of the Buddha in mind. Until attaining awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. In order to fully accomplish the purpose of others and myself, I give rise to bodhicitta. Having given rise to the mind of supreme awakening, I welcome all sentient beings. I will engage in the supreme bodhisattva conduct that is pleasing to all. May I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings.
Dineda Minche Wangi Bado du Sus, the Kusun to get chalaps of just now. The Lobon, that didn't change the channel. Lobon Gonsos, Dala, Chumden de Ani Zambala, Servo Ki, Ani Kusun Togi, Ani Wangdi down she's Janang.
Now we request the ripening empowerment. So we will repeat, Master, please heed me. Please bestow upon me the embodiment of the empowerment of enlightened body, speech, and mind of the Bhagavat yellow Zambala.
Lobun
Gongsu
Sol Dala Chomdende Zambala Serbu Kusung Togi Jesu Nangwa Zedu Sol Lobun Gongsu Sol Dala Chomdende Zambala Serbu Kusung Togi Jesu Nangwa Zedu Sol Dala Chomdende Zambala Serbu Kusung Togi Jesu Nangwa Zedu Sol.
Master, please heed me. Please bestow upon me the empowerment of body, speech, and mind of the Bhagavan yellow Zambala.
La Chetadu Gui Jenang Lalo Shuetundu Soada Bains, the Dela Dorje Zimba Gonsos, Lobo Gonso, down the dollar pendendus, and Marine, some Jitamil Pays, and Tojin Kerala, Soada Ne, Charge Ishi, the Bena Marala di Zambalagi, and Hadi Kiroshis, Charge Ishi, Kedo Sauce. No.
So And now we are going to repeat again in order to receive the authorization of enlightened body. So we say, Vajra holder, please heed me for the benefit of beings. I supplicate you. So I am going to practice Dambala for the benefit of all sentient beings. So please cause the mudra wisdom to arise for me. In other words, please allow me to arise in the form of the deity Dambala.
Dorje Zimba,
Torje Zimba,
Gongsusol,
Kongsuso,
Dani Dola,
Dangni Ndola,
Pendundu,
Pendundu,
Zojin Kyola,
Sojin Kyola,
Sodebgi,
Sodevge,
Chaja Yishi,
Chagya Yeshi,
Kedusol,
Kiduso,
Chaja Yishi,
Chagya Yeshi,
Kedusol,
Kiduso,
Chaja Yishi,
Chagya Yeshi,
Kedusol.
Kiduso. Vajra holder, please heed me. For the benefit of beings, I supplicate you, exalted one. Please cause
Please cause
the mudra wisdom
the wisdom
to arise.
to arise. Tamasum.
Vajra holder,
Vajra holder,
please heed me.
please heed me
For the benefit
for the benefit
of beings,
of the beings.
I supplicate you,
I supplicate you,
exalted one.
exalted one.
Please cause
Please cause
the mudra wisdom
the mudra wisdom
to arise.
to arise.
Tamasum?
Tamasum.
Vajra holder,
Vajra holder,
please heed me.
please heed me
For the benefit
for the benefit
of beings,
of beings.
I supplicate you,
I supplicate you,
exalted one.
exalted one.
Please cause
Please cause
the mudra wisdom
mudra wisdom
to arise.
to arise. Dine susurani zambala gomeres. Dine yindi the om subawa shuda sawa da me subawa shudo hang. Di dongba nigi ta tunda dongba nigi dado res. Dine yindi gi ani ta tangbo rangi ludi dongbe gi rangshinji gomra lo. Ani namyungi tamegi ludi magoma che. Chidang la gombe kabla susu rangni la la nyomombe ngaji yomade rangni la yembe ngaji gudo lo. Tinde yindugi tandang ranzogi shara dujigi pongpodi tamji ani zambala serbu ngo dirgu gores. Rangi nangda bena za tegana shingi da shara pongpo yorwa lo. Tamji zambala dirgu gores. Dinde yindugi an tongbai te ngang les, ta tongbai ngang le, tongbo lele chirwa lo ma kom. Ani nazo zin ta medo rwa lo, nazo pema tangs, pema chikom, te tengla nima chikom, peme ki tendo, pema da nime, ki ani yusu rwa lo. 나도 주게 님에게 땡도스라 나 길 땡도스 아니 이게 잠세 보시kom 잠 잠설볼레스 아니 소소랑니디 야 잠발라쿠도 serbo serna 시식배 회버와시 kom을와나 안티식 쳐바치라 퇴싱사 아니 객배 냠다 데마 라노 아니 차예라 싱도 디 벤자푸라가 남바체 차예발 연발라 니울리 남바체 아니 자왕아기 링아요 디체 우발랑원베 퇴셰당 다른 보시 나조베 아니 겜바체 아니 다르다 나서도 요바체 로알로 샵다기 아니 샵디기 아니야 통기 고시네 바체 통유라로 통기 고당 빼매 동기 때리신 분은 바스 이래서 곰바스 대숨래 안 잠발로 이 구숭투 숨래스라로 요새 나조가 트네스 다 검샤기 내저로라 네네 Zambala Nis, that the Sheba Mambo, to Gentangnes, Zambala Mambo, Gentang. I don't Luke Jew and Martin I mean, Luton, Subusama Martin. What's been a Besha, Shalda, Dozaola, Carp, I'm not sure all the nation, did that she rang really Zambala Mambo, Timnes. Timson, some bad me what she is now.
So now, now we're going to visualize ourselves as Zambala. So first, there's the mantra Om Swabhava Shuddho Sarva Dharma Swabhava Shuddho Hang. So that is kind of like the mantra of emptiness. It lays out the meaning of emptiness. So everything is purified into emptiness, and you meditate on the nature of emptiness, and particularly your own flesh and blood body. Because what we are trying to do at this point is to transform this ordinary body, a physical flesh and blood body, transform that into the deity. Normally we talk about pride or arrogance as being an afflictive emotion, but there's also the pride. There's a pride in knowing that you are the deity. That's called deity pride, and that's actually a positive quality that we need to develop. So how do you have pride or confidence that you are the deity? You have to. We are trying to transform our flesh and blood body. This composed of the physical skanda and this mass of flesh and blood, trying to transform that and our sense organs and so forth, transform that into yellow Zambala. So the muscles and the nerves and the blood and all of these materials that are comprising your body, we're trying to transform those into Zambala. So we do that by kind of arising, by Zambala arising out of the emptiness. And so you take your time, you kind of rest in the emptiness, and then out of that, you build the visualization. So first is a multicolored lotus seat, and then on that is a sun disk. And then in the center of that is a yellow lettered Zam. And then that transforms into Zambala. And it is golden in color, and and Zambala is golden in color and blazing, like shining, radiating with light. And he's a little bit wrathful, but very, very kind of dignified, very kind of magnetic kind of demeanor. And then in his right hand, he is holding a fruit called the Bija Purika fruit, which I saw it's a citrus fruit, like limbu. I would take those. Bija Purika. Do you love it? Okay. Yeah. So it's like a big citrus fruit, Bija Purika fruit. And then in his left hand, he's holding a mongoose that is spitting out jewels. And he's wearing the crown of the Buddhas of the five families. And then he has a necklace or like a rosary made of blue lotus flowers, Utpala flowers, and all other jeweled ornaments and silken garments and so forth. And then below his foot is resting on a conch shell, it's being held up by a lotus, which is on top of a jewel. And then from his enlightened body, speech, and mind, light rays radiate out. They radiate to the Pure Land of Zambala. And then in this case, they're inviting all of many forms of Zambala, little Zambalas, big Zambalas, invite, and then they dissolve into your body. And the example that's given is like snow falling on a hot rock. It just melts immediately. So you think all of these forms of Zambala, all of these Zambalas dissolve into you and melt into you.
Om Ambi Gana Dagi Hong Om Subha Shuddha Sarva Dharma Subha Shuddha Tongbe Ngangle Nazu Bema Tang Nime Usu Nime Dengdo Zama Serbo Le Keranam Zambala Sere Dabu Tushing Gebe Nyamji Chaye Shingdo Biza Buragada Yu Rinpoche Chare Bembe Nigola Zimba Sangye Ngaye Jebenje Ubala Ngombe Tushada Rinpoche Tume Tenda Laze Ge Mangbo Lumba Shaba Tagi Tongye Goda Beme Dongye Tere Chenpo Nemba Te Somle Osere Nazu Tumbe Rangshingi Nene Gomba Dang Dawe Ishe Sembe So Nisege Duda Tigbe Jen Tangbe Dozen La Kawa Baba Da Kera Namla Sipsibe Timba Gyurumbe Moba Zeji Om Zambala Zalanda Yeso Om Zambala Zalanda Om Zambala Zalanda Yeso Om Zambala Zalanda Yeso Om Zambala Om Zambala Zalanda Om Zambala Zalanda Om Zambala Zalanda Avijaya Tedar Chimbabe Yeshebatini Zambala Mamboji Tendeshu and Kiranzol Timures Tim Dasurani Zambala Indu that the Tempo Young Chedo Ania Dorje the Tewa the Shatsu and Migwashins.
So that it's called the descent of blessings. So the all of these many wisdom deities have just dissolved into you, and now you have become Zambala. And now to stabilize that identity, think that the Vajra is placed at your forehead and crossed.
Omo Dishta Benzo Dishta Benzo Dishta Benzo Dishta Ben Dishta Benzo la yo lo bong ge to ge sam ge cho jo ya wa ko dang je ba wang la ring a yu me shi cha jo san ba da san ma cho wo da to me le nam ba ding ge nam ge je da o me za bu ge ba ding za so ba ding za so o me za lo ge ba ding za so o me za ge de ba ding za o me za ni ve de ba ding za so dorje jenge sangye la dowe yobe chedo wa yunde jungne jida za teta de lan ze do so tango shi pombe wang res pagi zamba lagi pomba na ani zamba lagi pomju she de yores de yindu tadus mikba de kharjo sana lobun ki ta so ta zamba la ya ani ta kran so wang ko she se de jawa ki kombaje jawa ki kombaje chanju semba nam ya ani ta shi ju chanju semba nam ki dorji ki lule 아니 저 남기 계획대 아니 초모 남기 저 주송도 와라 라이 보다 보모 라이 보다 보모도 아니 계란기 기 쪽이다 소소기 강라 아니 땡다 초수 안 독당 장전다 받은 라서 봐 땡네스 라이 메도도 그금 라서 봐게다 잘 봐봐 인삼당 거레스 아 유미시 본바가고 유미시 기 본바가고 장주성 교장신 뒤지 또내가 담발라 범주 뒤지 주 강화 중세 요월son 아니 강하는 지월 왕고레스 왕고레 no 대달 왕고레스 라로 다 강하도 지월 왕고 대달 왕고레 뒤지 추준기 왕고레 미과 가져는 강하도리 탐지 뒤지 강송 삼 라로 아니 소소라니기 딕바 탐제 다송 삼 출항마디야 겐도 키워레스야 야 추리야 되니 지원이 되네 제게다고 아니 소소 자왕이 우진스 라로 로봉게 토게서 회기고에 왕기라 예빈 코제 케라남도 왕기라 잠발라 당 대가나지다 왕라 망보여라 예빈 코던 제바 소소라니기 류기 니 바부여라 데 탐제 팀 송산 미과시에스
네. 높은 게 꼬나. 높은 게 제일 타마.
델 no 로병게 토게서 병게 구에스타 로병게 토게 초코로 잠발라 초코로 대슈로 юм시 코르제 아니 야와 юм시다 제바 탐제
로.
그랑저 류르 템송사 잠발라 류 바보 보가네
라서. So now we come to the actual vase empowerment, and so you will be given water from the vase to drink eventually, but the vase empowerment goes like this: the master, conferring the empowerment, prays to exhorts the Buddhas of the 10 directions and requests that they give you the empowerment. So then the Buddhas of the 5 families come, and the male Buddhas of the 5 families form the intention of the empowerment, and the female Buddhas of the 5 families convey the empowerment with the vase. They do the action of the empowerment. Then, as this happens, the male bodhisattvas recite verses of auspiciousness, and female bodhisattvas sing Vajra songs, and the male wrathful deities dispel hindrances, and the female wrathful deities guard the assembly. And then all of the like female and male devas, the gods and goddesses, raise an umbrella and victory banners and so forth over your head and shower down flowers from the god realms and so forth. And so then again, the 5 female Buddhas pour the vase, like confer the empowerment on you by pouring the water out of the vase onto the top of your head. And you think that your body is complete, it enters through the crown of your head, and your body is completely filled with this nectar that has the nature of bodhicitta. And it completely fills your body, and then a little bit spills out at the top of your head, which transforms into the Buddha that is the head of your family, and then the rest of the 5 Buddha families form a crown on your head. And then at that point, then all of the empowerment deities that the master has invited then dissolve into the pores of your body. So all of them, this whole assembly of empowerment deities then dissolves into the pores of your body.
Dorje jenge sangye la dawa jebe chedo yunde june jidere tedere dil zedo so she lobonge so da be jawe yawanga wange gongbarzu chanjo sama namge da sheju chanjo semba namge da sheju chanjo sama namge dorje lole to namge gekte tomo namge choju laye bodan bomo namge kerange tenjoso duda jansen da baden lazo bode laye medo da gurgum lazo ba chare bebe yumshi pomba garbo chanjo semge rangshi jenge diji jugi kanwa jungse yobara sonne wangure 모버즈 왕구르 도제 젠보니 감소 바예 자제베 상계 공계 상승기 내래 중화 젠보자 오모 사와다다 여다 비게 간데 사마야시리 오모자와다다 가다 비경하다 소모여지 엄자와다다 가다 비경하다 소모여지 엄자와다다 가다 비경하다 소모여지 소모여지 대다와 그래 디즈주진게 류에 탐제가 제마 탐제다 추알마긴도 키월레 야왕에 링이 담보제에 워제 로보도게 소모여지 그게 왕라 예근 고지 남게 밥이 보가 남녀 템버를 먹어주지 평소 정보가 와서게 오다 지디어 숨나 공부하지마 손방배 상계배 마제배 답대 정화와 디니지 denge배 다시 당보 다시 평소도 텐제들려줘 모습어디다 benza야소 대대를 제소나왜 루게고네 사베 테마 바제 되지보다 디기 왕디기 아니 소소 류기고네 사베 디바 바자다 제바 다네스 아니 꾸이 왕톱 아니 류이디 소소 아니 잠발라 고메기 기림기 왕톱레스 디우디 롱고체바이노스
So now, having received this empowerment, the karmic imprints and defilements accumulated with the body and all grasping at them are purified. And then you have received the complete empowerment for enlightened body. And you are now empowered to practice the generation stage of visualizing your body as Dambala. And then the fruit or the result is that you will have the fortune to accomplish the Nirmanakaya.
sungi jenangi tundu yang sowa tabe yins taki chikba dorje zimba gongso da ni dola pendu nga la nga gi wangur di ta sunga ro la di wanang ro chis an ngudup te wa la chus no.
And so now it's the same as before. Now we request the speech empowerment or the speech authorization right be conferred. And so we will repeat after Rinpoche, the same, very similar as before. Vajra holder, please heed me. For the benefit of beings, please grant me the great wisdom of the mantra empowerment. So please empower me to recite the mantra, which is the source of all accomplishments, all siddhi.
Dorje zimba gong su sol da ni dola pendendu ngagi wangur yishe che ngudub derwa dagla zu ngudub derwa dagla zu ngudub derwa dagla zu.
Vajra holder, please heed me. For the benefit of beings, please grant me the great wisdom of the mantra empowerment, which is the source of all accomplishments. Vajra holder, please heed me. For the benefit of beings, please grant me the great wisdom of the mantra empowerment, which is the source of all accomplishments. Vajra holder, please heed me. For the benefit of beings, please grant me the great wisdom of the mantra empowerment, which is the source of all accomplishments.
Tene lobon dang kera nams thar seves the lobon ya zambala che an kera zo ya zambala seve nangnes lobon gi toge ta ngaching ngata ani sawon yoran dene marme chikla ni chik chudus ani ta ngaching sawon da chebala lobon gi shene tu an kera zo gi shedu shu yoran shedu shu nes ningegi kranzo ningegi ngaching da sawon la timson same ibo che yins.
So now you think that both the master and yourself are in the form of Zambala. And then at the master's heart center is the seed syllable surrounded by the mantra. So it's a mantra rosary, it's called. And so now think that from that mantra rosary in the master's heart center comes another mantra rosary along with the seed syllable that emerges like one flame being passed to, like the flame of one lamp transferring to the flame of another lamp, like lighting a candle with another candle. And then it exits the master's mouth and then dissolves into the seed syllable in your heart. Yeah.
Kene lo bon da kera namal hare sebe ngan 로봉게 토게 ngade sawonda chebala marme jigle nije ge sudo ngade sawonda jembe de shene tu keranam ge shedu shuni ninge ngade sawonda jebala sosola chula chu shabada timbara jembe mobada jebadi jende so jende sha
So now please repeat.
Om
Om
Zambala
Zambala
Zalanda Soa
Zalanda Yeso
Om
Om
Zambala
Zambala
Zalanda Soa
Zalanda Yeso
Om
Om
Zambala
Zambala
Zalanda Soa
Zalanda Yeso
Om
Om
Zambala
Zambala
Zalanda Soa.
Zalanda Yeso.
So we recite together, yeah?
Yes, so now
Om Zambala Zalanda Soha 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 Om Zambala Zalanda Om Zambala Zalanda Soha Om Zambala Zalanda Soha Om Zambala Zalanda Om Zambala Zalanda Soha Om Zambala Zalanda Soha Om Zambala Zalanda Soha Om Zambala Zalanda Om Zambala Zalanda Soha Om Zambala Zalanda Soha Om Zambala Zalanda Om Zambala Zalanda Soha
Om Zambala Zalanda Soha Om Zambala Zalanda Soha Om Zambala Zalanda Soha
Om Zambala Zalanda Soha Om Zambala Zalanda Soha. So you repeat with me. Chomden Dagi
Chomden Dagi
Sunglagi
Sunglagi
Dala Nyevara
Lagla Nyewa
Zedu Sol
Zedu Sol
Chomden Dagi
Chomden Dagi
Sunglagi
Sunglagi
Dala Nyevara
Dagla Nyewa
Zedu Sol
Zedu Sol
Chomden Dagi
Chomden Dagi
Sunglagi
Sunglagi
Dala Nyevara
Dagla Nyewa
Zedu Sol.
Zedu Sol. Someone on Zoom needs to mute. Hello to everyone on Zoom. Conqueror, as I have become your disciple, please take me under your care. Conqueror, as I have become your disciple, please take me under your care. Conqueror, as I have become your disciple, please take me under your care.
Chomde dila zilage dila gawara zedu so ngagi ngudu zedu so tusho tembar zedu tile zobar zedu so te nyewar tembe chora miyawa jidin sumna tashi lhada mishebe chugi tambagi go namla shishebe dinne jidin kiwe tashi nyeba tashi bezumzo omo supa dija benza yeso 대대로 제소 나외 소소 나기 거네 사베 테마 바자다 제바 담제 다네스 아니 순기 제낭 톱 소소 잠발랑 나데 아니 왕자도 토별레스 나 하이 기름 상아 자동선 조준바 나올왕 디우디 농구 두바이노스.
So now you have received the authorization, right, for enlightened speech. And so your karmic imprints and defilements accumulated with speech and all grasping at them are purified. And you have received the complete enlightened speech empowerment. And you are now empowered to recite the deity's secret mantra. So you have now gained permission to recite the mantra of Zambala.
Pao Dorje Lopengi, Locho Denzikas, the Didi Dwala. So Gomja Dwala. The Didi Lochosana, the Lozana Samlo, Samlo, the Chod Jubadi, and Tingi Keto Dwala. Gomja, Chadachimo Gomja, did it rest now. Did rest?
So, and then the fruit of that empowerment is the good fortune of accomplishing the Sambhogakaya. So now we are going to request the empowerment of enlightened mind. And so in a minute, we'll repeat again. It says, Vajra holder, please heed me. For the benefit of beings, courageous Vajra master, please cause the samadhi of the supreme mind to arise. So what this is talking about is basically meditation. And when it says the supreme mind, it's saying that mind here is talking about our thoughts. You know, the supreme kind of thought is samadhi. And so please cause that samadhi to arise. Please, in other words, allow me to, or cause me to meditate on Mahamudra.
Dorje Zimba,
Gongsu
Sol, Da Nidola, Pendundo, Pawo Dorje, Lobunki, Locho Dinzin, Kedo Sol, Locho Dinzin, Kedo Sol, Locho Dinzin, Kedo Sol.
Vajra holder, please heed me for the benefit of beings, courageous Vajra master, please cause the samadhi of the supreme mind to arise. Vajra holder, please heed me for the benefit of beings, courageous Vajra master, please cause the samadhi of the supreme mind to arise. Vajra holder, please heed me for the benefit of beings, courageous Vajra master, please cause the samadhi of the supreme mind to arise.
Ani lobon har seves, ta lobon zambala cheral. Tuge sawon le, ani hötöne, dünge ki zambala po. Be an dünge ki zambala po ne, tugyu günes, dünge ki layi nesum, ani nesum ne, papa bugada chebe, ani da zambala mango chik yuwalong, larang da dawa tangs, mango chpene. Ten sawon chakzin ki zambala so, bagdo meba chungne, Keran namta susu zambala seyro la sebe lunga yisum la timsum sam keran zogi lunga yisum tang an zambala ge lunga yisum yamedu chinsum sam ani taji tingezela nyambashaka yesla.
So now light rays radiate from the seed syllable at the heart center of the master, who is in the form of Zambala. And they strike the heart center of Zambala visualized in the sky in front, and they arouse his mind stream. So then from the three places of the Zambala visualized in the sky in front, who's just been thus aroused, from his pores arise a limitless number of similar Zambalas, and Zambalas that look just like him, mantra rosaries, seed syllables, hand implements, and so on, which dissolve into your body, speech, and mind, and you are in the form of Zambala. So the master and you, and then Zambala, the master and you are both in the form of Zambala, then there's a Zambala in the sky in front. So from the master's heart center, light rays radiate to the Zambala in the sky in front, and from him, then all of these Zambalas and mantra rosaries, seed syllables, hand implements dissolve into you. And then you think that your body, speech, and mind have become inseparable with the enlightened body, speech, and mind of Zambala, and we rest in samadhi.
Lobon Hare Seve Duge Samon Lehe Tu Dunge Lai Dugare Bombe Duje Tuje Gune Dunge Lai Ne Son Papa Boga Daje Batumbe Ne La Randa Dawata Nare Zawon Cha Ze Nabala Soba Bada Nuba Chune Kiran Nam Hare Se Lunga Ye Sum La Timbe Kiran Nam Ge Lunga Ye Sum La Zamba La Serbe Goson Do Yame Do Yube Mabada Jeba Tarjik Dinge Zen La Nyambara Shabara O Gende Damba Juden Debe Dajejo Lada Lama Inge Chebe Soge Jara Moza Shedan Bege Dine Jidenge Daje Zumba Daje Ben Zumzova Tinde Dele Oma Suba Dista Benza Yaso 대대 제선낭we 이게 거네 싸베 테마 바자 대전의 제바타 투기 제낭 톱 말리바 톱 샘디 아니 라이 투기 장신 세동 손도 주베 림바고 발왕스 다 세동 손주 발왕 대우디 추구드베 가와 제바이노스 다수소 냠네 검제할데 왕토베레스.
So, being thus initiated, the karmic imprints and defilements accumulated with the mind and all grasping at them are purified, and you have received the complete empowerment of enlightened mind. You are now empowered to meditate on the nature of the deity's mind, the union of clarity and emptiness. As a result, you will have the fortune to accomplish the Dharmakaya. So, this is giving you permission to meditate and practice the deity and meditate.
Tadini Zambala Wang Kusung Wang dos Dubres, the Indu didn't Tamjik that soon at the Yorwalo. Tamjin and Zo di Ngadenzo Sugi Yundumasha Tango Chicks, Yamachuna ya, do Nisajik the tongues, and so ni the Dango Sheva Chiguares Ralo. One carshune Tamjik, Bekashimba, Tamjik Sona, Mudutogre, and Suzola Cedilla Kibu Yungure, Nikarine, Chawalam Long, Yungudualo, Tashiba, Mango Yungores. Indeed, when any one future Lone, Loma Penjila, Zigurchi, Champochi, any Givishini, that's in Samal Bay, Zigurchi, the Bekachimores. This I think on 창조 샘생을 하는 데 아버지 검토나 안 참아 매매롱이 용거를 나오.
So now you have received the empowerment of the three kayas, the three kayas of Dzambala, and now we promise to uphold the Samaya commitment. So. This is basically, as explained yesterday, it's to recite the mantra regularly on a daily basis. Don't skip a day. So the best would be like a full rosary of the mantra. And if you don't have time for that, then like recite it 7 times or 21 times. But as we discussed yesterday, the Samaya is really important because it's through upholding the Samaya that the siddhi or accomplishment of the practice arises. And likewise, it brings about well-being in this lifetime, and it brings a lot of benefits. And then in terms of the relationship, Samaya as a relationship between master and disciple and between Dharma siblings, it's very important to please keep harmony with your Dharma brothers and sisters, and please treat your spiritual teachers with respect, and so forth. So this really all comes down to bodhicitta, to maintain bodhicitta, and if you can do that, then all of the accomplishments and all of your activities will just be spontaneously successful without any effort.
So now you repeat with me. So jidar kazewa teda tamje dagigi tengne zamde datendu keladani bulana kegi lomar songwadang chashe jane jedusul chashe jane jedusul chashe jane jedusul.
Master, I will do all that you command. Since I have offered myself as your servant, from now on, please look after me as your disciple and use a portion of my offering. Master, I will do all that you command. Since I have offered myself as your servant, from now on, please look after me as your disciple and use a portion of my offering. Master, I will do all that you command. Since I have offered myself as your servant, from now on, please look after me as your disciple and use a portion of my offering. Okay, and so now we can line up to receive the empowerment blessing.
Omo zambala zalanda yesoha. Omo zambala zalanda yesoha. Omo zambala zalanda yesoha. Om zambala zalanda yesoha. Omo zambala zalanda yesoha. Om zambala zalanda yesoha. Drink water. Oh yeah. Only head. Zambala zalanda crown head. Jewel
Zambala zalanda yesoha. Zambala zalanda yesoha. Okay, so the vase will be placed on the crown of your head, and then Rinpoche will pour a little water into your hand that you drink and then wipe on the crown of your head. So there's 2 steps. And then you go to Kempo and you receive the mala blessing. Om Zambala Zalanda
Yesoha. Om Zambala Zalanda Yesoha. Om Zambala Zalanda Yesoha. Om Zambala Zalanda Yesoha. Om Zambala Zalanda Yesoha. Om Zambala Zalanda Yesoha. Om Zambala Zalanda Soha. 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 Om Zambala Zalanda Yesoha. Om Zambala Zalanda Yesoha. Zambala Zalendre Yesu Om Zambala
Jalenta Yeso Om Zambala Jalenta
Yesu Om Zambala Zalendre 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 Yesu Om Zalendre Yesu Om Zambala 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 Zalendre Om Zambala Zalindra Yeso. 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 Om Zambala Zalindra Yeso.
Page 24, Changju Semjo. Yeah. No. March, sure, sorry.
27.
27. Yes, in English, dear. Buddhist. In English. Yeah.
Bodhicitta, the excellent and precious mind, where it is unborn, may it arise. Where it is born, may it not decline, but ever increase higher and higher. May the teachings of the great Drikungpa Ratnashri, who is omniscient, Lord of the Dharma, Master of interdependence, continue and increase through study, practice, contemplation, and meditation until the end of samsara.
What time coming back, Kamala?
2:30.
Okay. 2:30 coming back.
All right, break now, and we'll continue at 2:30. Thank you, Zoomers.
And showed up.
At that time, so.
Where is Sarah?
It's actually on the back of the card. Now you grab it. Okay, there it is. So, I don't want to ask them.
For anyone on Zoom, I will try and post a link to the sadhana for this afternoon. Look in your chat window. It's on the White Lotus website, if you want to hunt around for it. Also, if you're listening on YouTube, I'm going to end the YouTube session and restart it later, so you'll have to come back to it. But again, Zoom, you can just stay. We're going to keep that session open.
In here, yeah. Or you can do it all, whatever. But, yeah, so each